Hi, I'm Melody Gunter. I'm a senior journalism major here at Texas Tech, and I aspire to one day be a sideline reporter. I just remember growing up, if it was a really big game, I always knew when the really big games were because Dad was more tense around the house. Or if I was at the field house, the coaches are more touchy, the players are more touchy, don't mess with them when I'm, and it really taught me how to deal with their emotions, and with what type of game it was, how not to be too pushy, but to get an answer. If I was asking Dad for money that day, I'd be a little bit nicer, maybe not even ask for money. But I just remember that, and I remember coming home after games, and if it was a tough loss, you don't talk in the house. I don't know, just the way that you're supposed to be around people at different times. I just really learned the emotion, I guess, of the game from watching them. And then, I would sit at the table almost every Friday night with my brother and Dad and listen to what went wrong here and what went wrong there. And I just ate it up, I loved it. I loved listening to them. I got to go home. I was doing an internship this past fall semester, but I did get to go home for one game. And it was the one game that Dimmitt has had a playoff drought for 40 years. And they won this game, and it got them into the playoffs. It was the last district game, and it ended the 40-year playoff drought. And so I got to see that, and we were all sitting at the table and talking about the game and everything, and what went wrong and what went right, and it was just, I miss it. And but I get to see that with other coaches now. This past fall, I was a reporter for the old coach. I interned for them, and me and Jordan Hernandez, another student at Texas Tech, he would video for me, and I picked actually 5 high school games a week, in the area, in West Texas area, and I would write an article, just kind of previewing each game, 5 games, and then I would pick one of those games, and we would go out every Friday last semester, and we would go out and focus on one of those games. And so I would kind of do a little stand-up before the game and just kind of previewing the game again, and then I would go up in the press box, and Jordan was down getting highlights and everything during the game. And then after the game, I would pick standout player and head coach of the winning team, and I would get to talk to each of them, ask them, 4 or 5 questions, whatever. And so that was really fun. I had a lot of fun last semester doing that, and I think that was a lot of experience because I've never done anything like that before, and what I really want to go into is sideline reporting. That's the dream job one day. I kind of had a ritual actually this fall where, so I would go to a game on Friday nights, right? Me and Jordan would go do a game on a Friday night, and then we would come back and I would go to bed and everything. Saturday morning I'd wake up really early, and I would go to Jack and Jill Donuts. I would go get me some donut holes, get a Dr. Pepper, and I would come back and I laid in bed and watched College Game Day, watching Samantha Ponder because she's my favorite. And so I'm watching Samantha Ponder, on College Game Day all morning. And then every Saturday night, she always does the games. She wasn't in sideline reporting last year. She dropped it last year. Got back into it this year though, and she was doing games on ABC every Saturday night. So that was the ritual. I would get up, go get donuts, College Game Day, and then I was watching whatever game Sam Ponder was doing on ABC on Saturday nights. I'd say Sam Ponder is definitely someone that I look up to because I think we're very similar. I think our morals and values are very similar. Our personalities are very similar. I think she's hilarious. I follow her on Twitter and Instagram, and I don't know, I just think that everything she's a believer and I'm a believer, and I really stand with her morals and values, and I really like the way that she worked herself up into the position that she did. I think she worked really hard, and she did everything very ethically, and so I really like that about her. With all the fun that I had this past fall, I'm positive that this is what I want to do. I hope to one day fulfill my dream as a sideline reporter.